Hey everyone, welcome to the Playback Podcast presented by Car, your weekly podcast featuring America's favorite dancers, hosted by America's favorite road warriors. We are your hosts, Jocelyn and Kristyn, and today we have a very special episode. We are celebrating our 2024 Industry Dance Awards and Gala of the Stars.
It was 48 hours of ultimate rush.
It was incredible. For those of you who don't know, we just celebrated our Industry Dance Awards. This is an event that we do every single year where we bring together 19 different sponsoring competitions and conventions, and we give out Best Jazz, Best Lyrical, Best Convention Teacher. It's really just a night to recognize our incredible dance community. But new this year, we added on a second night, and it was called Gala of the Stars, and we hosted it at the Beverly Hilton.
Stunning.
It was a dream. It was a dream. That's all we can really say. It was such an incredible evening. Not only was the guest list insane.
It was bonkers.
But we just, I think, need to kick it off with who was there.
Liza Minnelli.
We had Liza Minnelli on our stage, you guys. How incredible. I don't even think half of us realized what was happening until it was over because... Yeah. I know me and half the audience never thought they'd be in the same room as Liza Minnelli.
Not even for
let
a second.
alone seeing her on the stage. So anyway, it was truly just a life-changing night for so many. And of course, 100% of the proceeds went to Dancers Against Cancer. So we had an amazing 2-night event, but we want to start off first and foremost by talking about our event that we hosted at the Avalon, our Industry Dance Awards, and just chat a little bit about the night there.
Well, first of all, Avalon is iconic. It sits right on Hollywood Boulevard. You have the stars lining that walkway. We have our celebrities coming on in. We had all of the competitions and conventions there as sponsors, as well as our Hope Stories, which that was really fun. Their little setup upstairs was so sweet.
So cute. So for those of you who've never been to Industry Dance Awards, we have all of our nominees who have been flown out from across the country from all of those sponsoring competitions and conventions, and they're up to win an Industry Dance Award. But then we also have a huge community of Dancers Against Cancer kids and families there. So up in that backstage area, we created a little VIP lounge for them.
It was cute.
It was so cute. It was all pinked out. We had pillows, we had books, we had a step and repeat, of course, to get all the photos and videos. But yeah, we had 15 families flown out for this year's Industry Dance Awards. So that is 15 families that have received $5,000 to $10,000 donations on behalf of Dancers Against Cancer. And this is by far the favorite event of the year because they get to just meet each other and share each other's stories and support each other. And it's so, so special. So that's always my favorite part, at least.
Yeah, no, mine too. I get to work directly with the Hope Stories on both nights. And it's just so fun getting to know them and getting to know the personalities behind who they are as like a kid or a parent and know their stories and why they keep dancing and why they keep fighting and all of those things. Like, it's inspiring. I spend like the next week of my life just so humbled because they're going through so much at such a young age that you're just like, all right, I got to really live right now, live for this moment because there's others that are going through something so intense.
Absolutely. It was also really cool to see because obviously these kids are getting to meet some of their idols when it comes to JoJo and all of these incredible people that they're getting to meet backstage.
Yeah.
And just seeing those moments, like...
Oh, it's so sweet.
It's
when JoJo comes up the stairs and the kids are screaming, it is the coolest thing that you will ever see. It's like they're meeting their like favorite boy band or something, you know? They're like, yeah.
Yeah, it's so cool. So if you got the chance to meet any of our families, thank you first and foremost. But yeah, that's why we do it. It's to provide them with that experience, and then everything else is just the glitz and glam on top that makes it amazing. But
can we talk about the awards that the studios got to take home that night?
Yes.
The heavy Grammy style awards, because those are crazy and I don't know how they carried those.
Those Star Awards were stunning. When I picked one up, I was shocked at how heavy it actually was, and I was like, wow. Like,
yes, I want to say that when Autumn Miller won her Breakout Star, is that what she won? When she got on stage and she put that in her hand, she was like, oh, this is heavy. It is.
And you know what I love about Autumn? She's our breakout star. She's incredible. We know this. But it's the way that she had a line of dancers lined up after she won to all take pictures with her individually.
way.
And she let each and every one of those dancers hold her award.
Oh my God.
And gave every single one of those dancers time. Like, I loved that. I love that. Our red carpet people were really impressed by that. Because that's what it's about.
So
you know what I mean?
sweet.
Like, and she even said, like, this is why I even got this award.
Yeah.
It's just, she's had such an incredible support from her online community and obviously out here in Orange County. But, you know, it's her supporters
I
that
didn't even
got
know
her there.
that.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's sweet.
Yeah, we love it when everyone's so great with the kids. But yeah, we had, I mean, there was so many people that graced that Avalon stage. Another one of my personal favorites, Brian Friedman.
Oh, yeah, that was really good.
What was so cool about that award is they had a whole line of his past dancers share about the impact that he's had on them and just their careers.
It was awesome. It was the way that they were lined up on the stage and they each took their turn, had their little paper or their phone with their notes listed, and they just spoke from the heart about how he's impacted them and their careers. And it was cool to hear. He's very impactful. So
Yeah.
it makes sense why he impacted and how he impacted all of those dancers' lives. And it was cool that they could all be there that night too, because everyone's schedules are so crazy. Like Robert Greene, I saw him briefly backstage and he was like, I can't come to the Gala of the Stars, but I'm here tonight and I'm so
Yes.
excited to be here.
Yeah.
The sweetest.
It was super cool to see the community, you know, because obviously we travel all over the country. We get to see everyone individually, but to see everyone who
All
supports
together.
DAC, who's been to all of our events all together under one roof was just really impactful. And like, wow, look at this this amazing community that Rick has built, and just the support of the dance community coming together that one evening was so special. So, but not only was it about DAC, it was also about showcasing the incredible talents across the country. So we
Dancing.
It's about dancing. So I just want to give a quick shout out to all of our amazing winners that got to take home one of those star awards. I'm just going to go down the line and we're going to do a quick little highlight reel. So make sure you guys are following these studios and these choreographers. They are so talented. A couple of them we actually talked about on the podcast throughout the season because we got to see them on some of our stages. So getting to see them have that full circle moment of all of their hard work from this competition season paying off was so cool.
And the Star Award goes to Father Stretch from Temecula, Corny from Elite Academy of Dance, Brooke from Dancers in the Studio,
Wait for it. Michelle Perez,
It's been a year from New Focus Dance Academy.
Presenting Adrenaline Dance, give it up for Non-Stop by Charlotte Performing Arts Academy in Charlotte, North Carolina.
Our Star Award goes to 24 Karat Magic from Bubba's Dance Studio in Burke, Virginia. From Hollywood Dance Jams. Dream On from Birmingham Dance Theater in Hoover, Alabama.
Kiss from Therese School of Dance in Baton Rouge, Louisiana.
Welcome to my house from Dance Depot in Idaho Falls.
Goaded from Accent on Dance in Waukesha, Wisconsin.
Mine Hair from Variations Dance Studio from Auburn, Alabama.
You won! Here's your Dance Awards!
It goes to Burning House, Once Upon a Dream. Lauren, Suzanne Atkinson.
Like all the tears and the heartwarming moments, like Elite Academy of Dance with Corny winning. And they were running off stage crying and we greeted them. We're like, hey. And they were like, oh my gosh, you guys are here. Like that was cool. That was really cool.
Yep. Also, I want to give a shout out to our favorite convention teacher winner of 2024, Mr. Sasha Farber.
That was cool.
That was really cool. So unfortunately, as you guys know, Dancing with the Stars is filming right now. So we weren't able to have majority of that cast join us. Normally they're there every single year,
Yep.
like big smiles, ready to support, but it just timing wise didn't work out. So Miss JoJo Siwa herself made it a point in JoJo style to deliver that star award to Sasha on the set of Dancing with the Stars, which was a really fun way to do it. But yeah, it was just so cool seeing all of these teachers, choreographers, and they're used to being at a competition or at a convention applauding their dancers and seeing them get that moment on stage. So giving the opportunity to these studio directors and these choreographers who are pouring their hearts and souls into these performances and really shaping our next generation of artists was so cool.
It was really cool.
Yeah.
I feel like I'm getting teary just thinking about it all over again. Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Big fan of IDAs. The confetti pop at the end fires me up every time.
Mm-hmm.
We raised a ton of money. Do you know how much we raised on Tuesday? Because I know that we were doing a fundraiser on Tuesday as well.
Yes. So I think we left Tuesday evening around $200,000. So we really, and for those of you who don't know, Wednesday night, our ending total was well over $500,000. So
Insane.
that all came down to the donations directly, but we did have an amazing auction that was going on. So thank you to all of our sponsoring competitions and conventions who donated scholarships. I know a lot of you guys were bidding on those, and it was a really successful auction that we did last year, so we wanted to bring it back.
Yeah.
So if you were one of those people that got an in-house convention or got a competition entry fee, thank you for your support. We appreciate that, and it's always fun to be able to get those competitions and conventions to give back in the scholarship form. So yeah, and then we brought in an auctioneer Wednesday night. So
That was so cool.
To give you guys an idea, the Tuesday night and the Wednesday night, completely different feels and vibes. So our Tuesday evening, as I mentioned, was really catered towards recognizing our sponsoring competitions, conventions, studios around the country, and really just awarding the best jazz, best convention, all of those awards. When it came to our Wednesday night, we really wanted to elevate the event and have it be a gala and really raise money for Dancers Against Cancer. So with that, we obviously had our Lifetime of Achievement Award winner, Miss Liza Minnelli. We had Paris Global accept an award. We had Jamal Simmons accept an award. So we really had these incredible people up on that stage accepting awards. But in addition to that, we had an auctioneer come in, and that's when it got fun, because seeing
It was wild.
the whole room raising their paddles, bidding on trips to Bali, to Italy. There was
Standing on their chairs, raising their paddle up so high.
yeah, it was so fun. We'll put some of that footage in here because it was so fun, and just seeing, everyone's just there to support and getting to make it really fun. And obviously cancer is always a little bit of a tough subject. So I think them getting to see our hope stories, them getting to see directly where their donations are going made
It's
it that
important.
much more important and that much easier to be like, yep, I'm going to bid on this trip to go to
Bali.
Tropicana, wherever
Yeah.
it is. Yeah. So it was just so cool. So for those of you who actually donated or bid on those items, thank you so much. You guys really helped us go above and beyond what our goal was. We never imagined that we would make over $500,000. And that is just all a big thank you to you and your support. And for those of you who were bidding and donating online from home, thank you. We could not make this big of an impact in our dance community if it wasn't for you.
Let's talk about that opening number. And it was the middle number that they did
Yes.
IDAs on Tuesday. JoJo Siwa choreographed it, right?
Yes.
And dancers had the opportunity of a lifetime to be in this opening number choreographed by her. And it was so good.
I was so impressed, you guys. So this was our first year of really inviting dancers to come and be a part of this performance. JoJo and Jocelyn Siwa, the dynamic duo, they held rehearsals all weekend at Studio Siwa and really got these dancers trained and ready. And it was all to raise money for Dancers Against Cancer. So I think overall, just that number raised over $50,000.
Wow.
So thank you. And it was amazing to see these kids. And what I will say, I think the most impactful part was we got to bring all of our kids battling cancer to the studio on the last rehearsal night, and they got to meet them and just see them. And I think it just gave them that fire inside and just that reminder of why they are dancing, why they decided to donate that $500 and be a part of this performance. And yes, they're getting, you know, one-on-one time with the Siwas, and yes, they're getting to go up on an iconic stage and perform.
Iconic.
But more than that, they are showing up for these kids who can't always get up and dance themselves. And I think that was just, JoJo kept reiterating that every single rehearsal, making sure that they knew that they're dancing for the kids who are stuck in their hospital beds. And then to end the performance with 8 of our Hope Story kids who were able to get up on stage and dance. And one of those kids was Brielle, who was literally in the hospital that weekend, and her and her mom fought so hard to get out here, and seeing her up on that stage was just a reminder of why we do what we do. And the months of preparation, all of the things, the incredible crew, all of our incredible directors and camera operators, everyone who took the time to make the show what it was, thank you, because those are the moments that mean the most to us. And just seeing those kids up on that stage, feeling like they are the star of the show, feeling like they are Liza Minnelli themselves, because the entire crowd is up on their feet, just screaming, cheering for them. That's what it's about.
That was awesome.
Yeah.
I got goosebumps.
I know. I'm trying not to cry right now.
I was standing in the back on the gala day, and the moment the kids stepped forward, our Hope Stories, the whole audience just rose to their feet. Not a dry eye in the building. It was such a beautiful moment. How about Danielle?
Yeah, so we not only donated to a handful of kids, but in total we donated $80,000.
That's a lot.
To families, because we did 4 $10,000 check presentations at the Avalon on Tuesday, and then an additional $40,000 to 4 different families on that Wednesday evening.
Wow.
So in total, that's $80,000 right there that's going into these families' pockets. But what was so cool is getting to hear Danielle Denise Jones, who, if you have ever heard this woman speak, you remember, because she is just incredible. And the way that she shares her story, she's been battling breast cancer for 8 years, and her just sharing her story and being so positive and being so hopeful. And obviously we hear a lot of people sharing their stories about cancer, and obviously you want to share the hard parts, because that is what's people want to know and want to be able to support you through. But her sharing every highlight and every happy, incredible opportunity that she has had since getting diagnosed, I think was so impactful, because especially for our kids who are sitting there in the audience who are battling themselves, recognizing that this is not the ending of their dance career, recognizing that this is not, you know, the end of the story for them. If anything, it's just opened up a whole new world of people and connections and support and opportunities. And that's just the beauty of Dancers Against Cancer, and connecting these families and bringing together these small local studios with these big time professional dancers, and just seeing the human connection between everyone is, I think, what made it so special.
I couldn't agree more. Danielle is a wonderful, wonderful human being, and it was awesome to be able to hear her story. And if you haven't seen her story, it was posted, I believe, on the Industry Dance Awards Instagram page. So go ahead, give it a listen, because it truly is very impactful. And she's Wonder Woman, really. Big fan.
Yeah. It was incredible. Like the list goes on and on of the amount of people that we could thank for their support in making all of this happen.
How about Tia Stokes hosting night 1?
Oh, you guys. We had, so let's talk about our hosts, because we had some incredible hosts. So for our Tuesday night at Industry Dance Awards, we had Tia Stokes and Phil Wright, which, you guys, the energy of this duo was so amazing. And I think it was perfect. And they kicked us off with like such a high energy night that I think it really got everyone excited for that Wednesday evening. But they are just phenomenal. Tia Stokes herself currently still taking chemo treatments, like still pushing through the ending cycle of her cancer journey. And then Phil Wright, who has just been so incredibly supportive of our younger generation of dancers. I mean, he started Chicken Nugget University, which is the cutest thing I've ever heard.
It's the best.
And I said, wait, so we do chicken nuggets for cancer next year? And he loved it. So maybe we do something like that.
That would be fun.
But yeah, just the two of them really brought the energy. And I think at the end of the day, they're both such good people and have such good hearts that it really, I think, just set the tone.
Yeah.
And then that Wednesday night, we had the one and only Max Schmerkowski.
Yeah, no, I can't say that.
I know. I have to really stop it. Max Schmerkowski. But yeah, he was phenomenal. And can I tell you my favorite part about Max?
Yep.
Was he's hosting the event. There are a million things that he, needs to be focusing on. And the fact that he took time to FaceTime his
Yes.
kids and like taking his kids through the backstage and being
Yep.
like, look. Like,
Yes.
I just loved that.
I was backstage with the Hope Stories while he was doing that, and they were running around in that backstage area having the best time, like being kids. And he was showing his kids the Hope Stories, like, say hi.
Yeah.
Look at how beautiful they are in their dresses. And I was just like, that is so sweet.
Yeah. No, he was great. He was so great. Like helping us down off the stage.
Yes.
Like he's a glorified backstage coordinator. I'm like, sir, you are the
host.
But yeah,
was good.
I think everyone who really showed up for us, it was just so amazing. And yeah, I just think that it was the first year, obviously, that we did this format. It was the first year that we were at the Beverly Hilton, and
It was iconic.
it was what a way to start this new chapter for Dancers Against Cancer. What a way to kick off this new era that we're in, and just bringing together the community and seeing who's showing up for us, seeing who has shown up for us over the last decade. And it's just been so cool to see old friends and new friends meeting and sharing each other's inspiring stories. And then they get an idea and then they want to do more and to get involved. And it's
Yeah.
just so much back and forth that I feel like everyone left that event buzzing.
Yeah, they were so inspired. I remember I was talking to someone for like at least 30 minutes about how they could get involved after the event was already over. They're like, no, but like, how do I get involved right now? And I'm like, okay, let's talk about it.
Yep.
Everyone was super excited.
Yeah. So, I mean, what a way to kick it off. I already know that we are already jumping into meetings talking about next year and all of the things. So just thank you for taking the time to support us over this last year. And if you attended our Wednesday night event, we hope that you loved it and felt as appreciated as we appreciate you, because it really does take a village. And we just could not be more in awe of the work that our dance community is doing. And that's not just Dancers Against Cancer. That's individual studios hosting events, talking about us online. It was literally 2 of our kids who were diagnosed and got checks recommended each other.
No way.
We had 2 kids from Philadelphia, and they found out about DAC through each other. One of them was like, oh, I didn't know you were a dancer. We know the perfect organization. They just gave us $10,000.
Wow.
And they're like, what? No way.
That's
and then they
awesome.
applied. And then I was like, hey, do you guys want to come out together? And
Yeah.
they're like, wait, this is incredible. So they made a new friend, and then they made 15 more new friends when
Yeah.
they got out here. So that's what it's all about. You know what I mean? So just thank you. If you're one of those sponsoring competitions and conventions that have gotten us to this point, thank you. It really does take the whole dance community to be able to execute an event like this. So just thank you. And I will always end it with thank you to Mr. Noah Lands, because
Exactly.
what a man to create this family.
Right.
He has created a legacy that is going to continue forever. And just seeing a room full of people who have either personally been donated to or personally raised funds to help make that difference, it was so powerful. And that all starts with Mr. Noah Lands himself. So I know I couldn't be more grateful to work alongside him. And I know all of us are just so excited to see where the future takes us with Industry Dance Awards and Gala of the Stars.
You want to know my favorite part about Gala of the Stars? Is that morning while we're steaming Sherry Hill dresses, I just see a covered director's chair on wheels, getting wheeled back and forth in the lobby. And I was like, that's Liza's chair. The whole time. But I didn't want to say anything. I didn't want to like ruin the surprise. That was cool.
Yeah. And my favorite thing was she even said too, she said, this award is for every dancer who I looked up to. And it's just such a good reminder of like, you don't know who the next Liza Minnelli is. It very much could be a dancer in your studio. You know, it's really cool to see this younger generation who have been dancing to Liza songs and they didn't even know it.
Right.
And then they come out and they're like, I know that song. I know that song.
It's
and
Liza.
It's the history of dance. Like she is it. Yeah. Like she is it. So anyway, just we could go on and on. We've already debriefed about this every day since then.
Yeah, literally starting the day after the event until right now.
Yeah. But hey, we're just excited. We're ready for next year. We are so inspired and yeah, we're just so grateful. So thank you all for your support. If you guys want to follow and see all of the highlights and get more info about 2025, make sure you're following Industry Dance Awards and you visit I'mADancerAgainstCancer.org to get more involved in sponsorship opportunities. Thank you all and we'll see you on the road. Bye.